All right, so dinner time. Um, these are just all questions that I ask. Not that it really affects the timing of things, but more so how I'm going to light it and style the dinner area. Because there's sometimes it's outdoor under market lights, inside with really bright lights. Is there blue up lights that I need to worry about? Is there all of these kind of things? So the lighting and the ambiance, no way I have to say it that way. Um, this is going to be, this also depends on your photographer style as well. If I see that it's a very romantic setting and it's darker, I try to keep that feeling of it. There are some photographers who will just slap their flash right onto their camera and basically light up everything. And it's in a bright white tent and there's no dimension and everything's bright, everything's lit up, everything's broad lit, everything looks the same. I try to just create dimension, depth, and emotion with my lighting. So if you paid for purple uplights, I want to make sure you have your purple uplights in your shot. Dinner style, plated buffet, or family style? I ask this because are they going to be sitting down and talking and socializing? Because that means we can cover more candidates. Are they stuffing their faces already by bringing their food with them and they're like already shoving food in their mouth? Because then that's not something that you want photographed. Is it family style or buffet where everybody, 400 people have to get up and get dismissed to a buffet? I usually just try to know these things so I have expectations of, are people up or down, sitting, standing, mingling, or what? Number 3, timing of vendor meals. By this time of the day, we are usually zapped and spent because we have been with you since noon, 1 o'clock, whatever. And now it's coming up on 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. The timing of the vendor meal depends on the caterer. But I will say, if I have an option, I want to eat at the same time as the bride and the groom, as long as speeches aren't happening during dinner when they're being served. That kind of goes into number 4. I try to have, I would love for us to just be able to eat quickly so we can get back to work for speeches and all that. There are some caterers who will refuse to feed the vendors until every last guest has been. And you want us back on our feet for when the action starts to happen again. So if everyone's eating, that's usually a good downtime for us to go in the back and eat. Great planners know when this is happening. Great planners know and like how to coordinate the vendor meals so that nobody misses anything. This is also like communication with the DJ to make sure, like, okay, if the DJ's with us, nothing is happening. If the planner's with us, we're not going to miss out on anything. So sometimes they move speeches and start those early, and we're in a back room eating, and you hear, all right, we're going to start with our best man speech, and we're dropping our forks and running out there to go get these. So this is why the timing of everything is crucial, so that we're rested, we have energy to keep up with the rest of the night, but then also so we don't miss anything. Also, are table photos important to you? I've done both styles where the bride and the groom go to each table and we have to have everybody get up and get behind them and then take a picture that way. Or what I prefer is setting up one spot, preferably by the couple or the dance floor, and that's where we set up our lights, and then each table or group of people that want photos with the bride and groom can come up and join them, and then that shit's way more efficient because they're basically grouping together and lining up, or they'll come get their photo and then hit the buffet. This is helpful because you can have consistent lighting. You're not squished, you're not like the amount of time wasted it takes for people to stand up, clear off their table. They probably have, shit in front of them that they're eating and drinking and napkins and stuff. So do you want that in your photos, or would you rather have something a little more cleaner, structured, or, consistent lighting wise that's going to look better in an album later on? So any questions on that?